The book you are going to be reading today is called Troika, Canine Superhero. You are going to have the choice of either listening to it or reading it on your own using Kids A to Z. This is going to be your book introduction for the book Troika, Canine Superhero. When I look at this title, I see the name Troika, and then there's a colon, which means the words after it are kind of describing the name Troika. Canine means dog, so I'm thinking that this is being described as a dog superhero. My question is, why is this dog being described as a superhero? Let's take another book preview to see if it's fiction or nonfiction, and then to ask some questions about why his name is Canine Superhero, and even why is his name Troika? Taking a look on this first page, I see that there is a boy and his dog. I see that there's also illustrations. I don't see any text features. So I am thinking automatically that this book is probably fiction, which means it's a story. In this book, the boy is going to describe how this dog Troika is his superhero. He will also tell us how he got his name. As you look at the illustrations, you can tell the love that this boy has for his dog and the dog's love for his boy. Here is a sentence that's really important. He was the smartest of the litter and by far the most loyal. Loyal is a really descriptive word. Loyal means that you stand by somebody no matter what. Think about this word for the dog, as well as the book yesterday, Dogs at Work. This will be really important tomorrow when we start to compare and contrast these two books. They live up in the Arctic Circle in Canada, so it is very, very cold. So some of the things that they do up there are sled dog racing, and that's how they get around. On this page, it talks about a thaw, during one thaw. This means that the ground is starting to get a little bit warmer. You can see the encounter the boy has with a grizzly bear. I wonder, how is this dog going to help the boy in this situation? I know a grizzly bear is really overpowering. I'm trying to figure out, how is this dog going to save the boy's life? Right now, think for a minute. How would you predict what this dog is going to do to save the boy's life? At this point, I skipped ahead, so you didn't really see what the dog did. You'll have to read to find out. However, on this page, I noticed the dog now only has 3 legs. What happened? This word up here, amputate, is also a big word. As I look at that word, it says my father had to amputate it. Right before it, it says his leg was badly hurt. If I look at the picture, it gives me the clue as to what actually happened with the leg. He had to have it removed. I wonder, why did this dog have to have his leg removed? On this next page, I have skipped a couple of more pages, and on this page it tells us the next adventure that happens where the dog has to save the boy's life. Right here, I love this transition word, suddenly. Suddenly, the ice shuddered and cracked. Oh man, that's a big problem to have. The boy is now in the water. How are these dogs going to save his life? I have skipped a couple of more pages, and I see that this line right here, I thought that was the last of our troubles, is a really good foreshadowing that the author has used to help us realize this is not the end of the boy's adventures with danger. I thought that was the last of our troubles tells me there's more danger coming. That makes me really nervous. Already he has had a grizzly bear attack him. He has fallen into the ice. I wonder what's going to happen next. I see a moose. The boy is describing a moose as unpredictable, meaning you don't know what they're going to do. You can't predict what they're going to do. They seem to get mad and charge for no reason, meaning they can't just go without probably having the encounter with the moose. I'm wondering what's going to happen with the boy and his dog team and his dog. You can see on this page what the dog has done to the moose. He has seized its leg, meaning he's kind of taken his leg and taken hold of it. This word seized, the E says its name because it is with the I, and E comes before I, so the first one makes the long sound. It's very similar to the word seizure that we had yesterday from the book Dogs at Work. Seizure, that meant that you had a spasm within your body. However, the E and the I, the way that it sounds, is very similar to the word seize. And on this page, I notice that there's an IGHT word. I know IGHT says it. So as I read this word, I have to think, okay, I can put the F and the R, that consonant blend together, for it. And then let me take off my ED for a minute. Fright and then D. Frightened. The moose retreated into the woods. And EA is right here. So my EA makes the E sound in that word, retreated. What does it mean to retreat? Well, retreat means to go back into, or to go back. So the moose went back into the woods. On this last page, you will learn why this dog is known as Troika. After you have read this book, which either you can read it on your own or you can listen to it, then you are to take the quiz at the end of the book. For the open-ended response, please make sure that you have 2 sentences or more, that it has a capital letter, punctuation, and your spelling is the best that it can be.